Alright, Big C Nation. Week 1 officially in the books. As of last night, we had 2 double headers that were actually pretty freaking amazing. Let's see. Sunday, well, we'll backtrack. Okay, Thursday, I did a video about Thursday night's game. Was it the game that I don't think any NFL fan was expecting for a Thursday nighter? But whatever. So we'll fast forward to Sunday. Sunday's games, man, there were a lot of takeaways. The big question on everybody's minds were the Browns of all teams. How were the Browns going to look with all these new weapons? Them talking big about we're going to the Super Bowl. They looked like shit. Baker Mayfield threw 3 picks to the Titans. Made Marcus Mariota look like a fucking god, dude. The Titans didn't even look all that great during that game. And then also big news going into from that game that was also while they were playing the Chiefs playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Big news from Jacksonville if you're a Jacksonville fan. Nick Foles is out indefinitely pending on surgery. He's supposed to have surgery sometime this week on his collarbone. He's done. So that makes the AFC South, my division, a little bit more interesting as we go into the weeks ahead in this football season. Couple of my subs asked me to talk a little bit more about their teams in depth, which I will. First up, since I mentioned the Chiefs. Chiefs look great, man. Patrick Mahomes, bro. Picking up right where he left off. I don't see this dude slowing down. As long as he stays healthy, I don't see the Chiefs slowing down. I literally see the Chiefs picking up right where they left. They literally picked up right where they left off in that AFC Championship game, which I still think they should have won, but that's neither here nor there because it's a brand new season. Patrick Mahomes got some new toys. He's got some old weapons, some veteran weapons that still picked up right where they left off. So my prediction is the Chiefs are going to come out in the playoffs. They're gonna make it to the playoffs. I don't know how far just yet because it's still very early in the season. But they fucking look amazing. Their offense looks stellar. Stellar to the point where defense, they really didn't need the defense. They just needed Patrick Mahomes to do Patrick Mahomes things and just throw the damn thing. Now, my Colts. Ladies and gentlemen, I was on pins and needles the whole game. Jacoby Brissett did not look like a starting quarterback in the first quarter and a half, going into the second quarter. He did not. He looked rattled. He could not. He was holding on to that ball so much. It was just like, get rid of it. But the plays that he was able to connect, especially to T.Y. Hilton, Marlon Mack in the back as his running back, kept it going. That was amazing. Marlon Mack had a day. Boy, ran. That boy was going. Our defense, woo! If any of y'all missed it, y'all need to see the play that Darius Leonard made in the end zone to intercept Phillip Rivers, but would have been, I think, his 3rd touchdown pass of the game at that point in time. Excuse me. Real crucial point. Darius Leonard had a one-handed interception that was beautiful. I think that was a play of week 1. I think that was probably the play of week 1 out of all the games I played. But we came up, we forced an OT. Our defense let up, and I'm just not gonna lie, they let that running back for the Chargers, Melvin Gordon, who? I think they found their running back. I think they'll be okay. Rumor has it Melvin Gordon's supposed to be coming back week 6 or between week 6 and 8. I'd be surprised if that fool comes back a little bit sooner, realizing, yeah, buddy. I don't know, Melvin Gordon. I don't know, man. I don't know. So Colts lost that one, but I'm very pretty much optimistic on how we're gonna do. They looked okay. They look okay. Defense is our fucking strong point. We just got to tighten up and get Brissett to throw the ball a little bit quicker, and I think we'll be okay this season. The Sunday night game, that was just... I'm sorry, Steelers fans. I was expecting more, only because that was the game that everybody really, really, really wanted to see Pittsburgh hit the Patriots in the mouth, only because of what the events have happened. If you have been living in a fucking bubble, let me pop it for you and bring it back down to reality, what's going on in the NFL world. The NFL acquired Antonio Brown this offseason. Antonio Brown had some issues with the GM last week during the practice. Called him a name. They said that he was going to be suspended. Found out he was supposed to play last night in Oakland, and instead they released him, and lo and behold, who picked him up? The New England Patriots picked him up. Now, see, everybody was hoping that Antonio Brown would have shown up in Foxborough on Sunday night, just so he could look at his old squad, the Pittsburgh Steelers, who made the trade deal agreement that they would not make a deal with the Patriots at all. They did not want to see Antonio Brown go to New England, only because they know who's in New England. TB12. And he can do things with Antonio Brown that Big Ben could not and cannot do. That we're all about to see. This is... Fuck. This right here is the biggest fucked up trade ever. John Gruden, he did what he could with this guy. He did what he could. I'm not gonna lie. He did what he could. He just couldn't hack that. Antonio Brown's the type of guy who, if you ain't his mama, you ain't family, he ain't wants. It's whatever. But that Sunday night game was not great. So we're gonna fast forward to last night's doubleheaders. Let's just get the second one out of the bat. Denver Broncos, I feel bad for you. Joe Flacco coming back after being traded from Baltimore for being there for X amount of years. New squad, they looked horrible. Why are you going to tell me why it took Joe Flacco almost 3 fucking quarters to hit Emmanuel Sanders? Your go-to guy. Your go-to dude. And it took you like 3 quarters to realize, oh my god, that's right, I do have Emmanuel Sanders. I do have a really good fucking wide receiver. Why don't I hit him and make big plays? Broncos shot themselves in the foot. Raiders looked amazing. Why? Because it was their last game opener ever in the Coliseum in Oakland before they make the big move to Vegas, which is on time. The building, the stadium is on time. I'm very curious to see how they do the black hole in Vegas, because you can't have a Raider stadium without the black hole. That's what they're known for. They might as well just name the stadium the Black Hole. That would actually be kind of cool cool. But yeah, Derek Carr, he looked good. I mean, this game, yeah, that pretty much was a sad statement game. We don't need Antonio Brown. Look at what we got. Because yeah, I'm gonna say, I don't know who the Raiders play next week. I think it's a good matchup. But I think week 2 we're all gonna be sitting there going, damn, y'all should have kept Antonio Brown's dumbass. Because I think this game was a fluke. It was a fluke. Now, we're going to backtrack to the first Monday night game. Texans at New Orleans. Now, I'm going to go more in depth on New Orleans because I got a sub who's a New Orleans fan. Who that, nation? Who that? Deshaun Watson. I can't be mad at this kid. I hate the Texans because they're in my division, but I can't be mad at this kid. This kid went into the Mercedes-Benz, they went into the Dome. They went into one of the most loudest, rowdiest places to play. And Deshaun Watson put on his big boy pants and came to play last night. I have to tip my cap off to Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans offense only because my fantasy points were in jeopardy. The person I was up against this week had the Saints defense, so I really needed the Houston Texans to do well, and they did, and I thank you for that. I thank you. I'm sad you guys didn't get the win, but I will go more in depth on that in a minute. Here's my thing. Deshaun Watson, man, he showed up. He proved to everybody, yeah, he's coming off an injury, but he proved that he can still play. He can play with the big boys. He can play with Breeze. He can play with the Breezes, maybe the Tom Bradys, maybe the Roethlisbergers, maybe the Flaccos, maybe, all them big. He could go toe to toe. The Texas defense looked a little different without Jadeveon Clowney because you didn't hear J.J. Watt's name all that. I think you may have heard his name maybe once or twice because everybody wanted to know, what is J.J. Watt going to do without Jadeveon Clowney? Well, we kind of saw it. He looked like every other defensive player. He didn't have that J.J. Watt, boom, spark where I'm going to come after a quarterback and I'm going to smack Drew Brees in the mouth. And do it again and again and again and again and again until you get the picture. It wasn't like that. Now on the Saints end, they looked a little shaky, only because I think they realized, yeah, this is the first season that they don't have the dual Kamara Ingram dual back system. So they had to get used to having one back, which was fine because they picked up right where they left off. Now, Breezy, on the other hand, doing what Drew Brees does best. I mean, come on now. The first half, yeah, you could tell he was kind of getting the rust off his shoulder because second half, that boy, he came in there, he did some plays, he did some throws that were just amazing. Now, fourth quarter, that was the... Man. You want to talk about intense quarters all throughout the whole week one. This was the quarter. I mean, what, the last minute was the most intense minute. I mean, Deshaun Watson was down by, 7? He needed it to he needed a touchdown to take a point lead, and literally 2 plays. Boom, boom, scored it. Pretty much looked at Drew Brees and said, I dare you to do better. And Drew Brees said, watch this. Couple plays, you put your faith in a kicker. This is why I always say kickers are football players. Adam Vinatieri, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to call you out right now. You cost us. You, sir, cost the Colts the game. You cost us the game. You missed not 1, not 2. You missed 3 fucking field goals. One of them was a point after. 2 of them were just for 3 fucking points. You left 7 points on the field, my friend. And yes, I heard on your Twitter. Yes, I read your thing on Twitter. I read your little article that you did, that you blame yourself for this loss. Yes, I do blame you. I am holding you accountable because you are the boomstick. Now, I fast forward to Monday night. I watched this kicker, Mr. Lutz, walk up 56 yards. Less than 2 seconds left. And this kid just walks up, lines it up, and says, looks pretty much over at Drew Brees like, I got this, player. Sit back. We're going to get this W. And boom! Right down the middle. In the upright. Splits it. Game winner. New Orleans Saints. That is how you win games. Now, Coming up on this week, we've got, starting off, the Tampa Bay Bucks at the Carolina Panthers. Whew. I'm going to give it to the Carolina Panthers. I don't see Tampa Bay and Jameis Winston doing jack shit in Carolina. And, yeah, that's my pick. Carolina's going to win this Thursday nighter to start off week 2. Now, I got to kind of, I'm bouncing around because there were certain games that caught my attention and caught my eye. Arizona Cardinals. Man, Kyler Murray, first year out the bat, he didn't look good, y'all. If you're a Cardinals fan watching this, I'd be a little worried. Only because, yeah, that first half, that boy, he looked horrible. But I get it, you're a rookie. You make rookie mistakes, but not like that. You had a third quarter comeback, but your fourth quarter comeback performance was one for the books, bro, because you came back, you tied it, you forced an OT. You could have had that W. I blame your defensive guy. He had gloves on, y'all. All he had to do was hold on to the ball. And I believe that would have been a 20-some yard fucking field goal to win it in overtime. Instead, they got the tie. So, if you're a Cardinals fan, you shouldn't be mad. You shouldn't be sad. You didn't lose. You didn't win. You got the tie. So, technically, you still 0-0. So, you get a fresh slate coming off. I think, y'all, I don't remember who's coming. Because I think Arizona's got a home game and another big team is coming in. I think it's the Ravens. If it's the Ravens, it's over. It's over. But, yeah, it's one of those where, yeah, Arizona, I'd be worried. If you're a Browns fan, I'd be hella worried. If you are if you're a Bills fan or a Jets fan, I'd be pumping the brakes a little bit because y'all might go in spurts and do this. But if you're a Giants fan, man, oh man, we all watched Eli Manning get benched. Fourth quarter, I called it to a couple of my friends that asked me how long did I think Eli was gonna last. And I said I give him week 1 when they go to Arlington and play the Cowboys, that if they're losing way too bad, that young buck's gonna get his chance, and he did. And yeah, so if you're a Giants fan, I think this is the bittersweet end that we are all seeing of Eli Manning. It's just sad. It's just sad to watch. It's just sad to watch this kid kind of go out. But you know what? His big brother's better. Peyton's better. But yeah. Week 1 in the books for the NFL season. Not a lot of big takeaway. I mean, the only really big takeaway was Antonio Brown, and he didn't even play. And the fact that we got to see Le'Veon Bell play for the Jets after taking a year vacation and having to welcome back Le'Veon Bell. That boy, he looked like he picked up right where he left off. That dude, champ. But like I said, not the biggest, like, oh my God, did you see this? Oh my God. No, it was pretty much the I told you so. It's like, if you're a Browns fan, you were all high and mighty going, oh yeah, and then you went to that game and you're like, oh no. I mean, you got Baker Mayfield going, well, you can throw that out the window. It's like, dude, yeah, you literally said during the offseason that y'all were going to be Super Bowl contenders. Not pretenders. Y'all are looking like a bunch of fucking pretenders. You know? I'm curious to see, Eagles fans, how long Carson Wentz takes before he gets hurt. Honestly, I'm waiting for Big Ben to have hurt. Honestly, all eyes are pretty much, for me, are on Tom Brady because I'm waiting to see if this 42-year-old body can make it 16 weeks or if he's going to have one of them season-ending injuries that might end his career. I don't know. But, yeah, interesting week 1. Not really. I mean, everybody, of course it's week 1. Everybody's filling everybody out. So week 2, hopefully we'll get some more bigger, badder hits. I mean, my thoughts and prayers go out, honestly, to the Raider that got hit last night by another Raiders player. It was a freak accident. It was just a bad freak accident, and I hope to God he's okay. I hope everything's okay, because it looked like a neck. It looked like a neck injury, and those aren't the best, especially in football. So I hope he's okay. If I missed your team, I am sorry. Let me know in the comments below what your NFL team is, and I will be sure on the next video to go more in depth on your team, on your squad. So I'm gonna sign off here, and y'all have a great Tuesday. I will see y'all Thursday night after, hopefully, Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers come out with a W on Thursday night over the Tampa Bay Bucks, because I really do not see the Bucks. I mean, I love Bruce Arians, but man, he picked the wrong team to come back to. But oh well, we shall see. Alright, everybody, like I said, like, comment, share, let everybody know. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos. Like I said, it's football season, so you're going to be seeing a lot more of this space talking football. Hopefully, I will get my computer situation figured out more so I can actually have people that want to come on and live stream and talk sports, talk shit, just talk in general. So we can do that. Anyways, enjoy your Tuesday. I am out.